Long ago, in a small village in China, there was a river that everyone loved. It gave people water to drink, fish to eat, and crops to grow. But one day, the river dried up. The ground cracked and people had nothing left. That's where this story begins, with a man named Lin Zhao and the river that never forgot his name. Lin Zhao was a kind farmer. He worked hard every day, but when the river dried, he could not save his crops or his family. One night, when everyone was asleep, he went to the empty river and prayed. He said, "River goddess, please bring back the water. I will give you anything." The wind stopped, the moon turned red, and a voice came from the darkness of the dry riverbed. "Then give me your blood and the name of your first child." Lin Zhao was scared, but he agreed. He pricked his finger and let a drop of blood fall into the ground. Suddenly, the river began to flow again, bright and red like wine. The village was saved. But Lin Zhao knew he had made a dangerous promise. Many years passed. The Lin family became rich. They built a big house by the river and owned many farms. But every baby born in the Lin family had a tiny red mark behind the ear. People said it was a sign of blessing, but the old ones whispered that it was the mark of the river. Whenever one of the Lins went near the river, strange things happened. The water would ripple even when there was no wind. Sometimes people said they saw a woman's face in the waves. The Lin family tried to forget the past, but the river never forgot them. Many generations later, there was a girl named Lin Mei. She was smart, brave, and didn't believe in old stories. Her grandma often said, "The river remembers, child, never speak your name by the water." But Lin Mei laughed. She said, "That's just a story for children." One night it rained very hard. The river overflowed, and when Lin Mei looked out her window, she saw the water glowing red under the moonlight. That night, Lin Mei couldn't sleep. She heard something, a song, soft and sad, coming from outside. It sounded like someone calling her name. She followed the sound to the riverbank. There she saw a woman made of mist standing on the water. The woman had long black hair, and her eyes were green like jade. She said, "Child of the Lin family, I have waited for you." Lin Mei stepped back and asked, "Who are you?" The woman smiled and said, "I am the river goddess. Your ancestor made a promise to me. Now I have come to take what he owed." Then she stretched out her hand and whispered, "Tell me your name." Lin Mei opened her mouth, but before she could speak, her grandmother shouted from far away, "Don't say your name, don't give it to her." The river goddess looked angry. She sank back into the water, and the river turned black. The next morning, Lin Mei's grandmother told her the truth. Many years ago, Lin Zhao gave his blood and promised the first child of his family to the river goddess. Every few generations, the goddess came back to collect what was hers, a Lin child's name. That was why every Lin baby had a red mark behind the ear. It was her sign, her way of remembering who belonged to her. But because Lin Mei didn't say her name, the river goddess couldn't take her. The curse started to fade that day. Years later, Lin Mei grew up. She moved away, but she never forgot what happened. Every year, she returned to the village to place a flower by the riverbank. She would whisper, "Thank you for sparing us." And the river would always ripple softly, as if it was answering her. Today, people say that when the moon turns red, the river near the Lin village still glows. And if you listen closely, you can hear it whispering names. So if you ever visit Fujian, and you see a red river under the moonlight, don't say your name too loud, because maybe the river goddess is still listening.